Welcome back to another coffee talk here at GenX POV, where the brew is dark, the truth is bold, and there is no sugarcoating. And today, it's Valentine's Day. Yes, it's that day once a year where you get to profess your love and adoration for that special someone in your life. It's going to be fun. I hope whoever you have in your life that is that special someone, I hope you guys have a terrific Valentine's Day and an even better Valentine's evening if you're going out to dinner, celebrating all the love the world has to offer. But what I want to talk about this morning as I was thinking about, Valentine's Day, and I didn't get the experience of knowing my wife in elementary school back in the day, right? And I often wonder, would she have even given me the time of day? Like, I don't think if my wife and I had met back in grade school, I really don't think she would have given me the time of day. I was that skinny, nerdy kid who was very awkward and very shy, and she is very outgoing, a social butterfly. Even though she claims she's not, she's way more outgoing and social than I am. But having that little mental exercise got me to thinking about all of the old school 80s Valentine's Day parties we used to have. You remember in middle school? I don't know if you had them in junior high or not, but definitely in middle school, how you would, the week before Valentine's Day, you were decorating a shoebox that you stole from your old man's closet and dumped his shoes out, and then you put some construction paper on that bad boy and made it look as cool as possible for guys. We'd put Transformers and G.I. Joe and stuff like that on it. And the girls would try and make it pretty and nice and very in theme of Valentine's Day, because guys, we didn't want to do that. But secretly, I know you were just like me. And there was that one girl who you had that special Valentines that you pulled out of the box. Remember? We would always buy that box of Valentines. It was very general and generic, but there was always one that was special and meant for that girl. You know what I'm talking about. And the anxiety that came with filling out that card and putting her name down on paper and next to the words that said, "Will you be my Valentine?" I can't think of anything more terrifying as a young schoolboy. And the number of times we did it, I'm sure, if you're anything like me, were rare. The number was very low. Maybe 2 or 3 times. Because when you get burned, that's a pain that doesn't go away, right, guys? I mean, come on, let's be honest. You take that Valentine and you have envisioned in your head giving it to that girl, and her accepting it and blushing and smiling, and then pulling your Valentine out that she had made special for you and give it to you, and then you walk off into the sunset or cafegimatorium together. We would paint these great and epic stories in our minds of how it would play out, and if you're anything like me, it played out more like nervously walking over to her desk and putting it in her box, and then her just saying, "Thanks," and turning to her friends. And that was the climax. Because you see, back in the day with Gen X, not everybody got Valentines. We didn't get lists from the teacher that said, "Here are all of the students in your class, and you are required to make a Valentine for everybody, even if you don't like that person because they beat you up on the playground last week. You know who you are." Even if you didn't like that person, you still had to give them a Valentine's Day. We didn't play that as Gen X. No. Valentine's Day was a risky day because you didn't know if you were going to come home with anything. I mean, there were days where I'm sure people considered just not going to school on Valentine's Day. The danger was too great. But it made us stronger. It made us tougher. It made us understand on that micro level how the world really works. So to all the teachers out there today, I think you are doing a great disservice to the boys and girls in your class by forcing them to give Valentines to everybody. I say let's go back to GenX rules and let's have the Hunger Games of Love play out in your classroom. Yeah, don't require them to give a Valentine's to anybody. Tell them they can. They are welcome to bring Valentine's Day and candy and give it to those they deem appropriate. And let the chips fall where they may. Oh, sure, you may have to deal with a broken heart or two and answer some of those tough questions that even as an adult, you don't have the answer for. But at least the kids will be getting a real education in your classroom for a change as opposed to some of the crap they're making you teach now. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. I hope you've enjoyed the Valentine's Day edition of GenX POV Coffee Talk. And as always, I'll see you in the comments section.